move on in here to get a better look at this lease in the middle of the floor. Good afternoon, my name is Leanne and I'm going to give you all a brief introduction before you begin your self-guided tour. Our founder, Arthur Guinness, could never have imagined that we would all be standing here today when he began his journey back in 1759. He began by signing this lease that you can all see here for a period of 9,000 years. Now that is quite a substantial commitment, but we like to think that Arthur was a man of great vision. If you look towards the bottom right-hand corner of the lease, you can see Arthur Guinness's signature. This signature is recognised all over the world today as it appears on all of our Guinness bottles and cans. Today you are all going to witness Arthur's vision as you make your way through this magnificent building. For over 250 years, we have been brewing here at St James's Gate. And in fact, right up until the 1980s, fermentation, which is the addition of the yeast to the brew, was done right here in Guinness Storehouse. So today, as you make your way through our 7 floors, you are all going to experience the story of Guinness. Right now, we're all standing at the beginning, and some of you might already have noticed this, but I'd like to invite you all to look up and see you are in fact standing at the bottom of the world's largest pint-shaped glass, formed by all of the glass panels you can see surrounding us. If this glass were filled, it could hold 14.3 million pints, and that is approximately 3 times the population of Ireland today. From here you'll go to the ingredients floor just behind me, and from there to the first floor where you'll see brewing, cooperage and transport. On our second floor we have our tasting rooms, and there we will teach you just how to experience all of the various flavours in our famous beer. On our third floor you'll make your way through decades of our world famous advertising, and on our fourth floor you have the option to craft your very own perfect pint using your ticket in our Guinness Academy. Now, if anyone's feeling a bit hungry or peckish by the time you reach the 5th floor, we invite you to try our Guinness and food experience in our restaurants and bars. And by the time you're coming to the end of your journey at the 7th floor, you have the chance to relax with your perfect pint in our famous Gravity Bar, surrounded by 360-degree panoramic views of Dublin. It's genuinely the best place to enjoy your pint. So thank you all very much for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a fantastic day at Guinness. Just before you go, I'd like to leave you with one word of Irish. It is our toast to good health, or cheers, and that word is slánse. Your journey begins directly beyond the white arrow just behind you. Have a great day. Good day.
We'll discover the character that lies within every glass of Guinness and why we believe Guinness is a beer made of more. At the end of this experience, hopefully each and every one of you will be a Guinness tasting expert. How does that sound? How does it sound? Much better. So I'm going to talk you through each of the aromas I asked you all to smell in a little bit of detail so we can know what we're about to taste in a couple of moments. So we have malted barley and roasted barley. Malted barley goes through a process known as germination, releasing all the natural sugars into beer. So any of the sweetness you get from tasting will come from the malted barley. The roasted barley is one of the most important ingredients in Guinness, setting us apart from most other beers on the market today, giving us that distinct dark colour. We take great pride in our barley that is roasted, as we're the only brewery of our size in the entire world to roast all of our own barley right here on site. Behind the malted barley we have the beer esters, and the beer esters should be back on. It is a byproduct that is created during fermentation with the addition of yeast and hop extracts. Gives Guinness that all-round full strength and body to the overall flavour, and the aroma is quite sweet, like a caramel or butterscotch. And lastly, down by the door, the aroma you'll see over here is the hops. You would have seen the hops as an ingredient in the ingredient section today, very tall vine-like plant. The only ingredient we use in our beer that is imported due to the fact that we have absolutely horrifically horrible, cold, miserable weather here in Ireland. We need a nice warm climate to grow hops, so we get them from places like the USA and Australia, and they give Guinness the bitterness during tasting and also act as a natural preservative and keep the beer nice and fresh. Now each of these will be found inside every glass of Guinness, no matter how big or indeed how adorable. Don't know why that's funny. This is an adorable glass of Guinness. All together. Like a little choir. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the cutest glass of Guinness you'll ever see, indeed 1/8 of a pint. You'll see as I hold it up there, you can see the nice glow of the beer. Does anyone know the colour of Guinness? Perfect. It is a deep ruby red. And you'll also notice when you get your sample in a moment that it is a beer best served chilled. You'll always see the sample that is roughly at 5 to 7 degrees Celsius, 41 to 44 degrees Fahrenheit depending on the scale you use. And it's at this temperature that each of these ingredients will be at their strongest for you all to taste. Speaking of taste, you'll be invited to the bar now in a moment's time to get your very own sample. Please take note of 2 things of great importance. Number 1, when you get your sample, please do not do this. So when you get your sample, please do not drink it in this room. Very, very important. No one is to drink the sample here. We have a Guinness tasting expert named Pauline in the next room, located down the left and right hand sides of the bar. And she told me that it's much better to take part in the tasting experience when you have Guinness left in your glass as you make your way into the next room. Secondly, you must be over the age of 18 to consume alcohol here in Ireland. However, in the Guinness Storehouse we have a strict policy known as Challenge 25. If myself or my colleague Nora feel that you look 25 years of age or below, you will be asked to provide some form of identification, so please do have that ready and do not be offended. Likewise, if you're not asked for identification, please don't be offended. Go to the bar and get your samples and make your way down to the next room. The doors are automatic and my colleague Pauline is waiting.
Talk to you about that again in a moment. Right, are you ready for this now? You don't sound ready, you sound quite chatty and not ready. Are you all ready now? We've got our tasting heads on. Excellent. Okay, so now, we'll start with the glasses. Those little glasses are the same size our tasting panel use every morning when they're pouring a sample of Guinness from each batch of Guinness, before it leaves the brewery. They're, just to check its quality, they're pouring it into a glass just like that. So you've got the right glasses to start with. Now all those flavours and aromas that Carl told you about next door, the idea here is that we try and pick them out on our tongue. So you're using all of your tongue when you're tasting Guinness. The sweetness from the malted barley is the tip of the tongue. The roasted barley is at the sides of the tongue. And the bitterness from the hops, that's at the back of the tongue. Also, you're looking for a nice smooth texture because Guinness is not too gassy. It should be nice and smooth. It's mainly nitrogen that's added during pouring, not carbon dioxide, so nice and smooth. When you take the first mouthful, go down into the darker part of the beer. That's where the flavour is. The top bit looks quite pretty, but actually tastes quite bitter. The creamy bit is bitter. Right, who remembers the Irish for cheers? Sláinte. Brilliant. Okay, so now on the count of 3, we'll say a nice big sláinte to each other. 1, 2, 3, sláinte! Now take a nice generous mouthful going down into the darker part of the beer. Let those flavours coat your tongue. And then, once you've swallowed, see if you can pick out the sweetness from the malted barley at the tip of the tongue, the roasted barley at the sides of the tongue, and then the bitterness from the hops at the back of the tongue. How's that going now? Any of that registering? Don't worry if it